Day 2 in the sex trafficking trial of Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's friend and alleged accomplice, taking the witness stand in the last hour. The first Maxwell accuser, one of Epstein's 3 alleged minor victims, referred to as Jane. Joining us now, ABC's Aaron Katersky, who has been following every twist and turn of this case from the very beginning. So what have we heard from Jane so far? Prosecutors already laid out their case, Aaron, right? So what are they going to be trying to prove with her testimony now?
Prosecutors have laid it out broadly, Kira, but now the jury is really hearing what amounts to the heart of the government's case against Ghislaine Maxwell. Testifying is a woman named Jane. It's a pseudonym, and she says she was 14 years old when she was first sexually abused by Jeffrey Epstein, with Ghislaine Maxwell participating oftentimes in Epstein's Palm Beach mansion. The jury has already been taken on a visual tour of the mansion. It was described by somebody who worked for Jeffrey Epstein, but now they are hearing in often graphic and lurid detail about what Jane says happened to her when she was alone with Epstein and alone with Epstein and Maxwell. And crucially, and this is really where the prosecution's case has to stick, she is now discussing some of the travel that she says Ghislaine Maxwell arranged from Palm Beach to other locations associated with Jeffrey Epstein, including his ranch in New Mexico. She broke down a bit on the stand after giving otherwise clear testimony in a strong voice, oftentimes addressing the jury. But she recalled an episode when she was summoned from her room on the New Mexico ranch and brought to Jeffrey Epstein. She said her heart was sinking because she knew what was about to happen to her.
And Aaron, quickly, this is a federal case, so it's federal law. What are the charges that Ghislaine Maxwell is facing? And I understand Epstein's pilot was on the witness stand. He talked about some famous people who flew on the Epstein Express, as they call it. Who got on board?
Yeah, these are the bold-faced names that have been associated for a long time with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Former Presidents Trump and Clinton, actors Kevin Spacey and Chris Tucker, Prince Andrew, the violinist Itzhak Perlman. All of them flew on the plane, and the pilot was called by the defense on cross-examination to say that he sure remembered some of those famous names that were on the plane, but he did not remember any of the accusers who were actually on the plane. And the pilot said he wouldn't necessarily have remembered them because they weren't famous. These are only cursory mentions. The real heart of the case, Terry, has to do with the accusers and with what they say happened to them when they were underage. These bold-faced names may make another appearance or two, but only in cursory fashion.
So Maxwell is charged with 6 counts, including sex trafficking, Aaron. She's pleaded not guilty, and her defense says that she's a scapegoat. So how do they even begin to make that argument?
Yeah, the defense says, Kira, that this is really Maxwell filling an empty chair, filling a hole, because Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide more than 2 years ago. And they say that Maxwell is only on trial because Epstein isn't. And they have also said that her accusers are motivated by money. And they outlined how much money, millions of dollars, that the accusers have received from Epstein's estate after filing civil lawsuits. And the defense believes, and is out to convince the jury, that these women are only testifying now in Maxwell's criminal trial to bolster their own claims in civil court. But I tell you, the jury is away from hearing the substance of that argument. They are riveted by the testimony of Jane, this woman who says the abuse of her continued when she was 14, 15, and 16 years old.
Just a horrifying facts in that case. And Aaron Katersky will be depending on you to cover it throughout. Thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.